An oil change seems straightforward, but it's where many engines meet their slow death. The wrong oil, skipped steps, or careless tightening can all leave scars you won't see until it's too late. Each mistake chips away at performance, quietly shortening the life of your car. These 17 errors are the hidden engine destroyers every driver must avoid. Number 17. Using the wrong tools. One of the most common oil change mistakes happens before the first drop of old oil even drains out. An oil change is all about precision, not brute force. Still, plenty of people grab a pair of adjustable pliers to fight with the filter or use a socket that does not quite fit the drain plug. That is where the trouble begins. The oil filter canister is made from thin metal, and squeezing it with pliers can crush it or puncture it, creating a mess you will not forget. Rounding off the drain plug is even worse. What should have been a quick job can turn into hours of frustration, sometimes ending with a mechanic welding a nut on just to get it free. And once the plug is out, spilling oil in the wrong place can spark an even bigger disaster. Number 16. Spilling oil on the exhaust. This one seems minor, but its consequences can be terrifying. When you're pulling out the old oil filter, a stream of dirty oil can run down the side of the engine. The problem is, right below the filter on many cars is the exhaust manifold, which can reach over 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit. When oil drips onto a surface that hot, it creates a thick, acrid cloud of smoke that pours into your car's cabin. The smell is awful, but it's just a warning. In a worst-case scenario, if enough oil pools on the exhaust, it can ignite. An engine fire, even a small one, can destroy wiring and melt plastic components, quickly turning your car into a total loss. But even if flames don't get you, a missing gasket can quietly bleed your engine dry. Number 15. Forgetting the drain plug gasket. Deep inside your engine, a tiny part that costs less than $1 holds the key to a leak-free oil change: the drain plug gasket. Many people either forget to replace it or don't even realize it's there. Reusing an old metal crush washer is a huge mistake. These are designed to be used only once. The first time you tighten the plug, the soft metal deforms to create a custom seal. If you reuse it, it will never seal properly again, leading to that slow, annoying drip. A missing or failed gasket means your engine is slowly bleeding out. It might only be a drop per minute, but over 1,000 miles, that can add up to a quart or more of lost oil. And if leaks aren't bad enough, stripping the pan threads will make sure oil never seals again. Number 14. Over-tightening the drain plug. This is the classic rookie mistake, born from the idea that tighter is better. Nothing could be further from the truth. The threads in your oil pan are often cut into soft aluminum, while the drain plug itself is made of hard steel. It is a battle your oil pan will lose every single time. When you crank on that plug with all your might, you are stripping the delicate threads. The next time you change your oil, the plug will just spin and spin, never tightening. A stripped oil pan is a massive problem, often requiring a repair that can cost anywhere from $300 to over $2,000. Yet a plug that's too loose can wipe out the whole engine in seconds. Number 13. Under-tightening the drain plug. A loosely tightened plug can slowly back itself out due to the engine's constant vibration and cycles of heating and cooling. The result is catastrophic. You might be driving on the highway when the plug finally comes free, dumping all 5 quarts of your engine's oil onto the road in less than 60 seconds. The oil pump starts sucking air, and the oil pressure light on your dash flashes on. But by the time you see that light, it's too late. Your engine's internal parts have been starved of lubrication and have already destroyed themselves. And sometimes the destruction starts earlier when you drain oil at the wrong temperature. Number 12. Changing oil when the engine is cold. Many people make the mistake of changing their oil when the engine is stone cold. This is a critical error. When oil is cold, it's thick like molasses, and all the heavy particles, tiny metal shavings, carbon deposits, and sludge have settled at the very bottom of the oil pan. When you pull the plug, the thick oil trickles out, but a layer of this concentrated sludge stays behind. You then pour clean, expensive oil right on top of it, contaminating it instantly. The correct method is to get the engine hot. This thins the oil and churns everything up so it all gushes out, carrying the grit and grime with it. But even hot oil needs time, and rushing the drain leaves poison behind. Number 11. Not draining it long enough. This mistake is born from impatience. The powerful gush of hot oil has slowed to a trickle, and it's tempting to screw the plug back in. But even that slow drip can add up to half a quart or more of dirty oil left in the engine. The professional habit is to give it time. Go do something else for at least 15 or 20 minutes. Letting gravity do its job ensures you get every last drop of the old contaminated oil out. By putting the plug back in too soon, you are diluting your new oil's protective qualities from the very first minute. On the other hand, too much oil creates its own nightmare. Number 10. Overfilling the engine with oil. More is not better, especially with engine oil. When you put too much oil in the engine, the spinning crankshaft acts like a blender on high speed, whipping the liquid oil into a frothy, airy foam. This foam is a terrible lubricant. The oil pump tries to circulate this bubbly mixture, but the air bubbles mean metal parts aren't getting consistent protection. This is called oil starvation. Furthermore, the excess oil creates extra pressure inside the crankcase, which can force oil past seals and gaskets, leading to expensive leaks. And if overfilling is dangerous, running low is just as deadly. Number 9. Underfilling the engine with oil. This is just as dangerous. Being even 1 quart low is a serious problem. During hard acceleration, cornering, or going up a steep hill, the remaining oil can slosh away from the oil pump's pickup tube. For a moment, the pump sucks in air, creating a bubble that interrupts lubrication. Doing this repeatedly causes cumulative damage, rapidly wearing down bearings and other critical components. It's a silent engine destroyer. The damage doubles if you skip the filter that protects everything. Number 8. Forgetting to change the oil filter. It is hard to believe, but some people actually skip this step to save $10. The oil filter is the engine's kidney, constantly cleaning its lifeblood. An old oil filter is already full of dirt, metal shavings, and sludge. Leaving that dirty filter on is like taking a shower and putting your dirty clothes back on. The brand new clean oil immediately flows through the filthy filter. Worse, if the filter is completely clogged, its internal bypass valve opens, sending completely unfiltered, gritty oil, acting like liquid sandpaper straight back into your engine. And cheap filters don't just miss grit, they fail at keeping oil in place. Number 7. Using a cheap oil filter. Not all oil filters are built the same. The market is full of cheap, no-name filters that might look fine on the outside, but fail where it matters most. They use less filter paper and often have poorly designed anti-drainback valves. That valve is supposed to keep oil in the system when the engine is off, but a weak one lets it drain back out. Each time you start your car, oil pressure takes a few seconds to build again. The rattling noise you hear on a cold start is metal parts scraping together without protection, and those few seconds of contact add up to serious wear over time. Worse still, a dry filter gasket can turn those seconds into a sudden, gushing leak. Number 6. Not lubricating the new filter gasket. This small step is so easy to forget, yet so critical. Every new oil filter has a rubber O-ring gasket that creates the seal. Before you screw it on, you must dip a finger in new oil and wipe a thin film around this gasket. Installing it dry is a recipe for disaster. The dry rubber can bunch up or tear, causing a serious oil leak. Or it can bond to the hot engine block over time, becoming welded in place and making the next oil change a nightmare. But cross-thread a filter, and you won't be worrying about the next change. The engine won't live that long. Number 5. Cross-threading the oil filter. Cross-threading happens when you screw the filter on at an angle, turning an oil change into a catastrophe. The steel threads begin to cut new, incorrect threads into the softer aluminum mounting point. The terrifying part is that it might not leak right away, but as oil pressure builds, the filter can suddenly and violently blow off the engine, dumping all of its oil in less than a minute. The engine will be destroyed. The rule is simple. The filter should always be started by hand, and even if the filter holds, the wrong oil quality can quietly burn the engine from within. Number 4. Using the wrong quality of oil. Modern engines, especially those with turbochargers, run much hotter and absolutely require a full synthetic oil to survive. Putting cheap conventional oil in an engine that requires synthetic is like asking a marathon runner to perform on a diet of nothing but candy bars. It will lead to sludge buildup, clogged oil passages, and premature failure of critical components like the turbocharger. Always use the specific quality of oil your car's manufacturer recommends. Still, with the right quality, the wrong viscosity can starve or drown your parts. Number 3. Using the wrong type of oil. The numbers on the front of the bottle, like 5W30. They represent the oil's critical viscosity or thickness. Engineers design engines to work with a very specific viscosity. Using an oil that's too thick will starve parts on a cold start. An oil that's too thin won't protect them at high temperatures, leading to accelerated wear. And trusting a dashboard light to warn you is like waiting for smoke to confirm the fire. Number 2. Relying only on the idiot light. Many drivers believe the little red light on the dashboard is an oil level indicator. That is completely wrong. It is an oil pressure light, a catastrophic failure light. It only comes on when the pressure has dropped to a dangerously low level. At this point, the damage is already happening. Relying on this light is like relying on a smoke alarm to tell you it's time to start cooking. The real tool is the dipstick under the hood. Because at the end of the day, nothing destroys an engine faster than ignoring the oil change interval altogether. Number 1. Ignoring the oil change interval. You have probably been told that modern cars can easily go 10,000 or even 15,000 miles between oil changes. That is a catastrophic mistake. That recommendation is a marketing tool designed to get the car just past the warranty period. The reality is that oil breaks down and gets contaminated, turning acidic and creating sludge that chokes the life out of your engine. The real secret to making an engine last for hundreds of thousands of miles is to change high-quality full synthetic oil every 5,000 to 7,000 miles. This is the ultimate defense against the slow, silent destruction happening inside so many modern engines. Are car makers pushing these long intervals, knowing they lead to failure just after the warranty expires? Let us know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.